what you do find with the left, including in the mainstream media, that terrible behaviour is just rewarded. Because what else can explain Naga Munchetty, the host of BBC Breakfast, who has been subjected to a series of bullying allegations, who made, and block your ears, mum, who made a blowjob joke in the studio of Radio 5 Live in front of a shocked producer, and now has been promoted to host that main breakfast show. So let me take you through all of this. I'll explain. Naga Munchetty has been forced out of BBC Breakfast. She is gone. And the British Bashing Corporation are trying to explain that she's quit. But for many, many months, and indeed the last couple of years, she has been in a battle to the death with the editor of BBC Breakfast, Richard Frediani. This has been the most unedifying war between these two people. They have made claims and counterclaims of bullying. Frediani was suspended while he was investigated. Naga got a free pass, but we've heard from staff members at BBC Breakfast who've told horrible stories about, Naga barking at them when they don't butter her toast in the way she wants to. I mean, this is just totally awful behaviour from another era, but of course it is accepted at the BBC. Naga Munchetty, I can reveal, has been desperately looking for work within commercial organisations, including LBC and Sly News. She hasn't got it. And so the BBC, while today announcing that she is moving off breakfast, rather than just sack her like they would, can I just be honest about this? Can I just be totally honest about this? Like they would if she were a white man, see Greg Wallace, see John Turode. They don't do that to their minority presenters, so they have now found a role for her on 5 Live. Are you following me? If not, let me take you through the reporting from the Sun newspaper that reports Naga Munchetty quits over and out from BBC Breakfast. They report a familiar voice to 5 Live listeners. Naga has presented the station's weekday mid-morning programme since 2021. Her salary, by the way, a whopping £360,000 paid for by us. Is she really worth that, do you think? The move comes after Naga faced accusations of bullying junior staffers on the BBC show last year. The Sun told how Naga was hauled in by bosses for the alleged bullying of a woman who was the most junior staffer in late 2024. As part of the bullying behaviour, the star is said to have falsely accused the woman of stealing, which led to a closed-down showdown. Claims also include laying into an intern for incorrectly spreading Marmite on her toast. Okay, sorry, it wasn't butter. She incorrectly spread Marmite. Goodness me. She was also reprimanded for another incident, which is said to have taken place in the BBC 5 Live studio. Naga is said to have used a crude slang term for a sex act during an off-air break before asking a colleague if they had done it. The comment became widely known at 5 Live, with one source describing the 2022 incident as crass, inappropriate and wildly unprofessional. Despite being told off by bosses, no formal action is thought to have been taken. Naga will continue as a presenter on BBC Breakfast until January. She said today, "I'm thrilled to be joining 5 Live Breakfast in January. Live news, great conversations and connecting with an audience are what I love most about broadcasting, and 5 Live does all of that brilliantly. It has been a privilege to be part of the BBC Breakfast TV team for the past 17 years, working alongside an incredibly talented and hardworking group of journalists who are not only outstanding colleagues, but also great friends." Oh, please. You hate each other. You hate each other. We know that. A 5 Live insider, by the way, told the Daily Mail that this is actually great for Nana. She's giving Richard Frediani 2 fingers. It's a big promotion for her and a massive coup for us. Pull the other one. Pull the other one. Look, we all know how the BBC works. It's not a promotion to go from presenting a breakfast TV show where you get your hair and makeup done and you appear in a big studio. That's not a promotion when you're going to a radio studio. It's just not. You can say that you prefer 5 Live or whatever to BBC Breakfast, but it's not a promotion. The thing is, we all also know that Naga Munchetty has never hid how much of a bitch she is, right? I mean, we've all seen it. We've all seen it for ourselves. Look at these moments. New explosive takes on the culture war and politics every single day. Yes, the ones the establishment don't want you to see. Subscribe to Outspoken right now so you never miss what's really going on.
Because you've come in making sure you've done your research on us. as well.
Well, I think it's polite.
Also pointing your finger quite a lot, to be honest.
What do you?
I'm so sorry, Charlie.
Do you not like being interviewed?
Do you know, I like communication. I don't mind.
You wish you were here now.
I don't like ice cream, Hannah.
You don't like ice cream,
No.
but you just said pistachio.
If I had to eat an ice cream for the rest of my life, it would be pistachio flavour, but I don't like cold food.
Do you like brownies?
Not so much. But, you know, we'll get to know each other, Hannah. And you'll find out Charlie likes ice cream. You'll get more
You definitely will. I won't be bringing brownies into the office then.
No, everyone else does. Don't let me deny the rest of the office. Hannah, it's been great talking to you. I'm glad you're enjoying the ice cream. Certainly needed in this weather. Take care.
I'm having a great time, yeah.
Thanks. Hannah being sent. Imagine that. Oh, business correspondent. What's your job? I've got to be sent to an ice cream factory, and you actually like an ice cream parlour.
Do you think you rather brought the tone down then?
Oh, be quiet. Come on.
Well, Hannah
I apologise.
She was working hard, doing the story, and then... time now for a look at the headlines where you are this morning.
You would hear the voice later, and can you look interested? I'll look this way. Which camera? So the interesting thing here is that one thing is, which is it, camera 3? What am I? What, 4? No, I wanted a single because I think we just need to remove. There we are. The interesting thing you'll be asking at home is, what is the effect of that on a conversation you might have on Mars? So the effect of that is, one, you wouldn't hear the voice. You wouldn't hear the voice as quickly. It would take a while to travel, and also it would be quite a bit quiet. So now you know. If you're having a conversation on Mars shortly, we know the official details on that.
I'm sweating.
It's nice when people pay attention, isn't it, what you're saying? It really is. Have you got a story?
Okay. Let me bring in the superstar panel. Marlon West, Kezia Noble, Lucy Connolly. Kezia, this is so shocking in a way, isn't it? Like, the BBC continues to reward appalling behaviour. But first, we've been told our whole lives that wrinkle creams were the easiest way to look younger. Now, one doctor says that's nothing but old news. According to Dr. John Lake, the world-renowned Beverly Hills beauty expert, most wrinkle fixes on the market are nothing but glorified moisturisers. He says they hardly make a dent on your appearance. Some can even be harmful to your skin. Now, recently, Dr. Lake has focused his attention away from mainstream cosmetic practices. Why? Well, so that he can pursue a revolutionary anti-aging breakthrough, one that some experts say could empty the wallets of the cosmetic industry. He says it's almost like Photoshop for your face, and you may even be mad after seeing how easy it is to visibly erase your wrinkles from view. His personal clients have dubbed his new do-it-yourself technique the age rewinder method because it can take years or even decades off your appearance in under 2 minutes. In light of this amazing breakthrough, Dr. Lake has released a step-by-step video to the public, free and uninterrupted, where he outlines exactly how to use this simple solution from home. And he says if it even helps one person look younger or feel more confident, he will be thrilled knowing he helped. The video has since gone viral. At first, it was shared by users on Facebook, but since then, it's racked up over 2.3 million views and counting. So far, the comments and feedback have been outstanding, with thousands of women reporting they look decades younger. One viewer commented, "Best results of anything I've used. I can't believe how well this works. I'll never stop using this. I don't understand how it works, but the results are great. Thank you." So you can find out more about this yourself right now. Go to bhmd1.com/outspoken or click on the link in the description box below. That's bhmd1.com/outspoken. Now, there is one thing that Dr. Lake asks from his viewers. If watching this video helps you look and feel younger than you have in years, then please share this video with your friends and loved ones. Together, we have the power to help as many women reclaim a youthful look as possible. So go watch the video at bhmd1.com/outspoken right now, or just click on the link in the description box below. But now, back to the show.
I like her. She's brilliant. Okay. She's like the Alexis Colby of BBC.
You like her?
I want a bit of a bitchy woman on there. I mean, I watch the BBC. I have to admit, I do pay my license and I watch the BBC. And I'm telling you, sometimes it reminds me of, like, especially that sort of daytime breakfast TV. It reminds me of like a primary school.
Okay, Kezia, this is why you come up with so many terrible arguments.
Wait,
Because
hold
you're
on, let me
being
finish.
brainwashed. We've
Let me
got to sort you out. No, seriously. You're
Wait,
being
hold on. I
brainwashed by the
also-
MSM.
Wait, I read The Guardian and I listen to LBC. You know why? Because I have to hear the other side. It's really important to not get stuck in.
Yeah, I don't mind you checking it out for research purposes, but you like Naga
I like
Munchetty?
her. I
What
like
do you
her.
what do
As
you
I
like
said,
about her?
So
Because I
I'm
just found that
explaining.
unbearable watching that montage.
So I'm explaining. So if you do watch BBC daytime kind of like breakfast shows, it's very similar to like a primary school assembly. Everyone's just being so nicey with each other. And she's actually this one that comes along and says like, I don't like ice cream. You know, she has like, she's quite funny. I like her. And this whole thing about she's bullying. Well, okay, there's two sides to this. First of all, she is being paid like 350,000 a year, which is like a ridiculous amount of money. Like, behave yourself. Like, do not talk to people badly if you're on that kind of money. Like, don't talk to people badly anyway. But she should know better. But at the same time,
do you like her even though you know that she makes blowjob jokes in the studio and that she harangues some young staff member about not spreading the Marmite on her toast properly?
It's not nice, but I think people call like out bullying way too quickly. Like I had bosses which were like terrible to me. And also there's something called banter. So this thing that she said that was like a sexual innuendo or something, I'm telling you, come on. We all know this is bants. This is just banter. And
yeah, but the problem that I've got, Marlon West, is that the BBC has total hypocrisy on this because they don't allow banter if you're a white man. Okay, because Greg Wallace and John Turode both sacked for banter. They don't allow banter if you're a white woman either, because do you remember what they did to Kay Adams? She apparently like used the C word in a BBC Scotland studio like over a decade ago, and she was sacked. So it does feel like there are different rules for Naga Munchetty. Marlon.
Definitely. If it had been a white female or a white male, they would have been shown the door. They wouldn't have got a flagship show. And I don't mind saying this. I've been interviewed by her twice, and I've been interviewed by possibly every channel now. She was the most cold, uncompassionate journalist I have ever experienced. Wow. So this does not shock me a bit.
And this is about, and she interviewed you about your experience with your daughter who was a victim of the grooming.
My daughter, yeah,
and she was cold.
It doesn't surprise me any one slight bit. And I actually said to a friend the second time I did it, I thought the first time maybe it's an off day, I get that. The second time she did exactly the same, and I said to a friend of mine, I will never ever do an interview with her again. She was cold as ice.
That's super interesting, isn't it, Lucy?
It's BBC, isn't it? It's DEI. You know, that's how they work. But yeah, you're right. She's got a protected characteristic, hasn't she? So they were never going to boot her out, because then she'd probably have a claim against them, even though she comes across as a real smarmy, arrogant, smart ass, doesn't she? I disagree. I don't think she portrays herself well. I think she's got this I love myself aura about her. And I don't think that's really a good look for a BBC presenter, especially, if you're interviewing someone like Marlon, over a subject like rape gangs. I mean, you've got to have some compassion, haven't you?
You really do. Well, I mean, look, this is not a big gig for her, though. I mean, Kezia, you know the media scene pretty well. Like, hosting the breakfast show on 5 Live is not what it used to be. It really isn't. I mean, Nicky Campbell is probably their biggest star now. He hosts the sort of mid-morning show. But to me, this is a demotion. She's got a demotion, and no one's going to be listening to her on 5 Live, are they?
She's been completely humiliated, and she's on a massive cope saying, oh, it suits me better being on 5 Live. Everybody in that organization, in that showbiz industry, know that she's been demoted. That's clear as crystal. Just to go back to the other points, yes, I do believe that if she'd been a white woman or a white man, then she would have been sacked. I do agree with that, and that is the problem with the BBC. However, I will maintain that you do need So how she treated Marlon, I think she probably treats a lot of people like that. That's because that's her sort of persona, that's her character. And I think honestly, if you do watch BBC like I do, it can be too nicey, everyone being nice to each other. And it's like I said, primary school assembly time. So they're going to just replace her with someone. It's just really